The way it would have initially translated that verse was that he fulfilled the law, he moved the law out the way, I don't have to do it anymore. That's what he's talking about. That's a small aspect of that there.
Sure.
Because in him revealing himself as the law, part of that involved him dying on the cross unto the law of Moses as the representative man, which then also moved it out of the way. So there is an aspect of him revealing himself as the law that then also simultaneously moved the law of Moses out of the way.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because a big aspect of the truth that was revealed in Christ was revealed as he hung on the cross dying. Now, when he died on the cross as the representative of man, he died unto man's marriage to the law of Moses.
Yes.
Like a covenant, right? You saw
Yes.
Moses made a covenant.
Yep.
The only way that law could be moved out of the way and a new law could be revealed is if that old law could be moved out of the way. The only way it could be moved out of the way was with blood. And so the blood of the testator, the blood of the one that come testifying would have to be shed to move that out of the way and then have a new law established. And that's why Jesus in John 8 stood up and declared himself to be the light of the world. Light is the law. The law of Moses is the light of the world to the Jewish mind.
Sure.
They were celebrating the law of Moses as the light under their feet and a lamp unto their way on the very day Jesus stood up and said, I'm the light of the world. So the Jewish guys were all trying to turn people against Jesus by saying, he come to destroy the law of Moses, which in their mind would have been the ultimate sign of a false prophet. He comes speaking against the law.
Yeah.
See?
Right.
And so Jesus will come and say, no. I did not come to destroy, but I came to reveal. Right? And that's exactly what he come to do. Because man couldn't see what the law of Moses was actually saying.
No.
We thought the law of Moses was telling us we got to do all these things in order to have life. That's not what it was saying.
Yeah.
It was trying to tell us, listen, man, you can't have life by doing all these things.
Yeah. That's right. You can't do it.
Right? See, Jesus read the law of Moses. Jesus looked at the law of Moses and he saw that law telling him, I can't have life through the strength of the flesh.
Right.
See, that's how Jesus interpreted the law. He didn't look at the law of Moses and say, well, I can't pick corn on the Sabbath. He didn't look at the law of Moses and say, well, I can't touch a leper. He didn't. That's not what he saw.
Right.
He looked at what was written there. He saw the spirit of it was telling him, I can rest in my Father's good opinion of me, and that guy will give me life apart from my works.
Yeah.
And that's what he took out of it. And in doing that, he revealed the law of God for what it actually was, which was the truth that's contained in him. And that's just what law means, teaching and instruction.
Right. Yep.
And so when you start with the Beatitudes, chapter 5, notice what it starts off with. Blessed are the poor in spirit.
Right.
Blessed are those that mourn. Now, those are all people that have come to the place where they've said, I can't give myself life.
Yeah.
I have an inability. I look at my ability and I see that my ability can only work death. And so they're poor in spirit, meaning they're not full of pride. Poor in spirit is the opposite of being haughty or being filled with pride in the heart or having a heart that is exalted in itself.
Yeah.
I think is what it describes in the Old Testament. Poor in spirit would have a heart that is not exalted in its own ability, saying my ability is as filthy rags. That's a person who's poor in spirit. And so that's what Jesus starts off with. Blessed are those guys. Why are they blessed? Because now they're going to partake of the life of God.